नारादा प्रेमे कदगादा Pakati vinodadeke Gorara sampada Pakati Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hariharaya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Hariharaya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha Gopa Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudana Gopa Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudana Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohana Giridhari Gopinath Madana Shirupa Sanatan Bhakta Raghunatha Janatana Bhakta Raghunatha Shri Jiva Gopal Bhakta Dasa Raghunatha Shri Jiva Gopal Bhakta Dasa Raghunatha Hariharaya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Hariharaya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Jagannath Jaya Jagannath Jai Baladev Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jagannath Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jagannath Jai Baladev Jaya Subhadra Jaya Kishore Kishori 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 Jaya Gauranita 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 Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita 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 Jaya Gauranita Jaya Prabhupada 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 Srila Prabhupada Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Paramahamsa Parivadikacharya Stotar Sutta Shri Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivadikacharya Stotar Sutta Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Anantakoti Vaishnavrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasa Adi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shamakund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan Ki Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Mayapur Navadvip Dham Ki Purushottam Kshetra Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Yamuna Mai Ki Ganga Mai Ki Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Ki Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Gaura Premanande All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. Namaste Narasimhaya. Pralada halada dae. Hiranyakashipu vaksha. Nasilatanka nakalaya. Ito Nisingha Parato Nisingha. Yato yato yamitato Nisingha. Hridaya Nisingha, Hridaya Nisingha. Nisingha Madhim Sharanam Prapade. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakamatuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubingam Keshavarita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Nisingare, 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 Jaya Nisingare. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Shri Bhagavan ki, Prahlad Maharaj ki.
Please repeat after me. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I know Friday night was a big festival. It was a fantastic festival. I have never seen a crowd like this for Diwali and Govardhan Puja. Haribol! And thanks to all the devotees who behind the scenes set it up, all of the devotees who brought offerings for Govardhan from home, and you participated in the festival in different ways on the night of, the days leading to, etc. So thank you very much. It was really a very happy and nice experience. Now tomorrow, 27th of October, it's a little too loud, can you cut down the volume a little bit? Yeah, tomorrow, October 27th, is the observance of the passing away, the 37th anniversary of the passing away of our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So he's the founder of the Hare Krishna movement in the modern era. He incorporated this International Society for Krishna Consciousness in July of 1966. And so our 50th anniversary as the Hare Krishna movement in the Western world is coming up shortly in about a year and a half. Very exciting times. The fact that from the scholars who are into these things, we understand that making it to 50 is a very significant event. Many movements don't make it. We made it to 50, which means we'll make it to 100. If you make it to 50, there's a high chance you'll make it to 100 in the scholarly circles. All by the single-handed efforts of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Like we were just discussing a few minutes ago in our weekly class, that very few people knew Srila Prabhupada's particular name even after making the words Hare Krishna like a common household name throughout the world in a matter of 11 years. Within 11 years, Srila Prabhupada toured the world 14 times, established 108 temples, plus so many schools, farm communities, restaurants, wrote more than 80 books. And when he passed away, the headlines of newspapers said, the founder of Hare Krishna passes away. Which is a very glorious act, because for most other movements, the founder puts his name right up front. But what Prabhupada did is that the names of Krishna, because we are all into chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna's name was in the forefront, Prabhupada is always in the background. This is the quality of a devotee. It is described that a genuine devotee of the Lord is like salt. When we eat a nice preparation, nobody appreciates the salt, which, by the way, the absence of salt makes the food bland, right? And if one is too arrogant and too much of salt, that also spoils the dish. The perfect blend of salt is such that you never say, today's salt was nice. Right? You say the preparation was very nice. So this is the quality that is always in the background, but actually gives life to everything else. This is the quality of a pure devotee, and under the guidance of Srila Prabhupada, we're very fortunate to have the International Society of Krishna Consciousness. So tomorrow is the observance of the passing away, the anniversary of Srila Prabhupada's passing away. The program at the temple begins at 10:30 in the morning with bhajans, a little discussion on Srila Prabhupada's contribution to the world, Pushpanjali, Guru Puja, Arati, and lunch for anyone and everyone who comes. Okay? And in the evening, 6 o'clock would be the Arati, and at 6:30 would be Damodarashtaka, the Arati that we sing during this month. And about 6:40, there will be a video presentation about the final days of Srila Prabhupada. It's called the Final Lesson. It's a very heart-moving video presentation that shows Prabhupada's dedication to bringing forth to the world the holy names of God. So we invite you to come join us tomorrow, either during the day or in the evening, or for both occasions. So this information is up on our website, It's up on our Facebook page. For most of you who have given us your names or email information, you'll get an email tonight. If for some reason we don't have your email information, then there are two devotees outside, Goloka Prabhu and Preeti Mataji, they will write there, and they will ask you, would you like to be informed about our programs? So please do give us your email addresses so we can keep you informed of these programs. So that's that for tomorrow. Anyone here for the very first time? Fantastic. Where's Ajita? So this young man, after my announcements, is going to lead you downstairs for a little introduction session on what we're all about. And then he will for sure bring you back up for dinner time. Okay, so you'll not miss that. So we have a small gift for you as a token of our appreciation. We hope that this is the first of many, many such visits to the temple. So please come up and take your gift. Come on up. Thank you very much. Back to that announcement about Prabhupada's disappearance day. I mean, it's obvious, but for those it's not. For those who are devotees of the Hare Krishna movement, it's fasting till noon tomorrow. Okay? And finally, I've been speaking this for the past few weeks. One more time, our program on Sunday, starting November 9th, will be moved to 12:30 in the afternoon. Not 5 o'clock, 12:30 in the afternoon, starting November 9th. Okay? So please familiarize yourself with this change, because if you come at 5 o'clock, it's fantastic, it's just all of us won't be there. The darshan will be there, everything else, but the main program would have moved up to 12:30, November 9th. Okay? So, since this is the month of Karthik, and we've been talking about the significance of this month in terms of Krishna's pastimes, specifically the pastime with Mother Yashoda, Jagadananda Prabhu is going to take us through the final piece of that pastime as part of the Sunday Feast lecture. Thank you very much, Jagadananda Prabhu, for agreeing to do this. Let's all welcome him with a nice Hari Bol. Hari Bol! And after that we'll have Kirtan, 7:30, the lighting of the lamps for Radha Damodar. Okay? Thank you. Hare Krishna. Please follow Ajita Das downstairs for the introduction session.
Okay.
It's gonna be. Everybody's behind here. Hare Krishna. So much. So much for making eye contact with the audiences. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Hari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vrajanarandana Yashodanandana Vrajanarandana Yashodanandana Vrajanarandana Yashodanandana Vrajanarandana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vrajanarandana Yashodanandana Vrajanarandana Yashodanandana Vrajanarandana Yashodanandana Vrajanarandana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vrajanarandana Yashodanandana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Yamuna Tira Vanachari Tira Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय। Hare Krishna. Thank you. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to Kishore Kishori Temple, the auspicious month of Kartik. We have a couple of more weeks to go. Um, So, what signifies this month? One of the pastimes that signifies this month is the pastime of Yashoda and Damodar. Mother Yashoda binding Damodar, which is, beautifully described in Damodar Ashtakam, 8 verses, glorifying this pastime. So the verses are here, the translations are also here. But I've been asked to focus on a few verses which come at the end of these set of prayers, 8 prayers. So where do we begin? So briefly, just recapping. So Damodar is one of the many names of Krishna. Udara means the belly in Sanskrit, and Dama means rope. So that form of Krishna was bound by a rope to a grinding mortar at his belly by his mother. This pastime is there in detail in Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto. It is also there in the Krishna book. If you don't have a Krishna book, I would highly recommend it. It's a very auspicious month, so please get your copy. Krishna book is the pastimes, it describes the pastimes of Krishna. Bhagavad Gita are the instructions of Krishna to Arjuna, and the Krishna book or Srimad Bhagavatam are the pastimes of Krishna. So they are available in the gift store. Please take your copy. So the Supreme Lord Krishna, who is the seed-giving Father, who is the Father of all living entities, by his own causeless mercy, he appears in this material world to perform pastimes, to annihilate the miscreants. And when he comes into this material world, he accepts, a mother and father. So that Supreme Personality, who is the seed-giving Father, who is the Father of all living entities, he accepts to come as a child, primarily to exchange a mellow of parental affection with, with his parents. And when Krishna comes, he exchanges mellows in different mellows, conjugal mellow, friendly relationships, servitorship, and parental. So he comes to experience this mellow of being a child of somebody. And Mother Yashoda and Nanda, king, the king of the cowherds, they are his parents. Krishna's pastimes are innumerable, and specifically what distinguishes Krishna is his amazing childhood pastimes. There are chapters and chapters and chapters of his childhood pastimes. And one of his childhood pastimes is this one. So Krishna, along with his cowherd boy friends, he's known to steal butter and yogurt, from all the other residents in the village, Vrindavan. His parents themselves have millions of cows, and there is no dearth of butter and yogurt in their own storehouse. But these are his pastimes. The Supreme Lord, he is above any moralistic principles. It is actually everything is his property. So even if he steals, it's not stealing because it is his property. Others who claim that that property is theirs, they're actually the thieves. So, anyway, so Krishna, he performs these pastimes, especially of stealing butter and yogurt. He would go to others' houses, and he would steal. And his mother, just like a common mother, was very very concerned, with the behavior of Krishna. Well, if he at this young age, if he's going to steal and lie, I shudder to imagine what it will be when he grows up. So I have to correct him. I have to reprimand him. So the mother is hearing complaints. So those of us that are, those of you that are mothers, you know how it is. When other parents come and complain to you, that's the last thing you want to hear, basically. And typically the tendency is to, come down hard on the child. So Mother Yashoda, she was hearing many such complaints from her neighbors. Anyway, so skipping many, many details. So one particular day, she decides to churn yogurt and butter herself and feed Krishna. She is thinking maybe, Krishna is going out to steal butter and yogurt because he's not liking what he's getting at home. And typically she had her servants churn the butter and yogurt for her. So she decides to churn the yogurt into butter and make it for Krishna. So she was churning. So this is where the pastime begins. So Krishna, Damodar, he's sleeping, and Mother Yashoda, she's churning the butter. And Krishna, Damodar, he gets up. Krishna, he gets up. And as soon as he gets up, he wants to breastfeed. He wants to nurse from his mother. But then she is, busy making the butter. But anyway, she appeases him and she begins to nurse him. And meanwhile, there is also milk on the stove. She has kept for boiling. So she's trying to do many, many things at the same time. So she sees that the milk is boiling over. So she puts him down for a minute and then she goes to get the milk. And meanwhile, so Krishna, he becomes very, very angry. He becomes very upset that his mother, she, put him down like that. And so while she goes to take care of the milk, he disappears all of a sudden and he's missing. And then Mother Yashoda, she comes back. She doesn't see Krishna, but she sees, pot of yogurt and butter splattered all over. And she also sees the footprints of baby Krishna. So she conjectures that it must be Krishna, who has done this mischief. And she goes to try and find him. And then eventually she finds him in one of her rooms, one of their rooms of the palaces. And he's engaged in feeding butter to all his. Krishna, he's afraid that he will be found out by his mother. So he's doing this. While he's doing this, he's afraid. And then as he's distributing the yogurt, it is mentioned, the acharyas explain. So he's feeding to the monkeys, and the monkeys, so their eyes widen because Mother Yashoda is in the back. So they see him. The monkeys see her first, and then their eyes become big like that. And then Krishna, he comes to know that, oh, there's something wrong here. And then he notices that his mother is there, behind him. And then so there's this, chase that begins. Mother Yashoda, she begins to chase Krishna. And he's hard to get. But eventually, skipping many details, eventually she captures him. And then she decides to tie him to a grinding mortar. So she gathers enough rope that she thinks she can tie him. I mean, how big can be, a small boy's belly? So she gets a little bit of rope and she tries to bind him into the mortar, but then the rope is 2 inches short, 2 inches too short. She gets more rope and more rope and more rope and more rope. Nanda Maharaj, he has millions and millions of cows. Hmm? She gets all the rope that she can find, and she tries to bind him, but always the rope is 2 inches too short. So our acharyas, they explain that the Supreme Lord, He is the source of all creation. Hmm? He exists within and without of everything. So there is no beginning or end to Him. So you can't really bind Him. But eventually, so Krishna, he sees that his mother is trying very, very hard, uh, but she's unable to, and eventually his compassion is evoked, and he agrees to be bound by his mother. So the Supreme Lord, he cannot be captured by anyone. The only thing that can capture him is the devotion. So he agrees to be bound by his mother because of her devotion to him. There are great, sages who are performing austerities. They cannot approach Krishna. But his mother, who has unalloyed pure devotion, she can bind him. So he agrees to be bound by him, by her. So she binds him, and then so she then goes back to doing her chores. And Damodar, who has been bound by this rope to a mortar, he's thinking, oh my God, my mother, how dare she, bind me to a mortar? Yeah. Who does she think she is? I'm gonna do something even more mischievous now than what I've already done. And all of a sudden he notices that there are two huge Yamala Arjuna trees in their courtyard. And he thinks, well, I'm going to bring these two trees down. So these two trees, the other day, Nityananda Pran, the temple president, he was expressing that these trees, Yamala Arjuna, they're special kind of trees. Their root structure is so intricate that the roots, they grow above the soil, 8 to 10 feet above the soil, practically. But the small mortar, he just goes in between these two trees and he just tugs upon those trees, little tug on the trees, and the trees come crashing down. And out of these trees emerge two demigods, two amazing demigods. So I spoke about all these past time. So this is Krishna and Balaram doing their business, stealing butter and yogurt in one of their storerooms. They're hanging from the rafters. And here is Mother Yashoda chasing Krishna, and she catches him from behind. And then here she's beginning to tie him. Okay. These are some other pastimes, yeah. कुबेर आत्मजो बद्ध मूर्तेव यद्वात त्वया मोचितो bhakti bhajo kritau cha. O Lord Damodara, in your form as a baby, Mother Yashoda bound you to a grinding stone with rope for tying cows. You then freed the cursed him your devotees. Please bless me in the same way. I have no desire for liberation into your effulgence. So Krishna, Damodar, he brings down these two amazing trees, and from them emerge two demigods, Nalakvara and Manigriva. So so then naturally one wonders, who are these two demigods? Why were they cursed to be trees? So that's a natural question. So this is discussed in Srimad Bhagavatam, again, 10th canto. Please get the Krishna book or the Srimad Bhagavatam, 10, 18, 12 cantos. So once upon a time, these two demigods, Nalakuvara and Manigriva, who are the sons of another demigod called Kuvera, who is the treasurer of the entire material world, is a treasurer, so one can imagine. So they are fabulously opulent. And so Manigriva and Nalakuvara, obviously they were intoxicated, with the wealth of their father. And there are verses after verses after verses described in this chapter how, wealth, material opulence, how it contaminates the conditioned soul. So Nalakuvera and Manigriva, they were actually sporting in a very holy river, the Mandakini Ganges River. So some of you may know, the Ganges River is considered to, anyone who takes bath in them, they become purified. It emanates from the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, and so it has the potency of purifying anyone who takes bath. But just imagine these two personalities, Manigriva and Nalakuvara, actually they were sporting in the Mandakini Ganges River. They were intoxicated with wealth, with pride. Literally, they were intoxicated, and they were sporting with young girls. So they were naked, and the girls were naked. So they were sporting in this holy river. So Prabhupada writes in the purport that it doesn't matter. Meaning it's not, of course, Ganges is all purifying, but it does make a difference what consciousness you enter the Ganges with. What makes something material or spiritual is our consciousness. So similarly, we are coming here to the Kishore Kishori temple. We could be right here in front of the Supreme Lord, but our motivations may be something totally off. We are here to strike a business deal with somebody, or maybe find a girlfriend or a boyfriend or what have you. All kinds of things go on in temples and churches. But anyway, so Prabhupada writes that this holy river, which can purify everyone, they were actually engaged in sinful activities. And as they were engaged in the sinful activity, they were completely oblivious, obviously, to anything, or anyone and everything. And into such a scene walks in a saint. The saint's name is Narada. Narada, literally, Narada means Narayana. Narayana is one of the names of the Supreme Lord. And Da means one who gives, like Yashoda, one who bestows fame. So Narada is one who gives Narayana, the Supreme Lord. So this a saintly person, Narada, he comes into this assembly and he sees, of course, the saintly personalities, they're omniscient, like the Supreme Lord. They're inspired, not omniscient, sorry, I rephrase myself. This is the Supreme Lord, gives them the intelligence to know as much as they require to carry out their service. So Narada Muni, he is aware of the degradation of Nalakuvera and Manigriva. And so he comes into this place where they are sporting with other young women. And the young women, they were cultured in a way. They at least had some symptoms of shyness, some culture. And so when Narada Muni he came, they covered themselves. But these two personalities, they were completely oblivious. They were just strutting as if they were clothed by the four directions, as they say. So they were completely oblivious. And Narada Muni, the saintly personalities, uh, so he saw the abject, decadence or degradation of these demigods. And so he very carefully considered. So there are, we don't have time, but there are verses and verses and verses of Narada Muni's contemplation. A saintly person's contemplation is very powerful. So Narada Muni, he considers what is the cause of their degradation. And he ascertains that the cause of the degradation is their wealth. And then Prabhupada writes so many purports, like Srimad Bhagavatam describes how wealth is all contaminating, can be all contaminating. So there are four opulences, broadly one can say: high birth, education, beauty, and wealth. Janma, Aishwarya, Shruta, and Shri. So amongst all these four, the saints, they ascertain that the wealth, the opulence of wealth, is the most contaminating. Because with the opulence of wealth, one can buy other three things. One may not have education, but if one is wealth, he can employ the top brains of the world, that. So anyway, so the acharyas, they ascertain that wealth is the most degrading opulence, especially if it is not used in connection with the Lord. It is most degrading. And that's why we are seeing that in a way the countries that are more opulent, the degradation is more. Prabhupada writes about this. He wrote about it in the 70s. I was talking about the Western world then, but of course now there is no Western and Eastern world. It's everything, everywhere it's the same culture. Wherever there is some opulence, everybody wants material opulence, and then little do they know that that material opulence comes with a price. What profiteth the man if he has gained the whole world, but he has lost the soul? So we lose. We lose anything, connected to the soul. Our interest solely becomes sense gratification. So Nalakuvera and Manigriva, they were completely engrossed in sense gratification. But they are just exceptions. But now this has become the norm. So Narada Muni, he considered carefully, okay, the root cause of their degradation is wealth. And he sees them completely naked. So he curses them. So he carefully considers and he curses them to become trees. Trees, also specifically the acharyas explain, the saints explain, there are different living entities, and there are different living entities. There are different bodies. There is a spirit, soul, and then there are different bodies. And in these different bodies, they have different consciousness. Some bodies, are more, conscious. Some bodies are less conscious. So trees are amongst the living entities that are less conscious. So anyway, Nalakuvera and Manigriva were acting like Their consciousness was very, very dulled. So Narada Muni, he considers that this will be a fit body for them. So he curses them to become two trees. So immediately they fall from their heavenly realm and they become two trees. But then the compassion of a Vaishnava, of a saint, is not, it is not material anger. He did not become materially angry. The compassion of a saint sometimes appears otherwise. The eventual result, as we see here, this is the eventual result. They gained devotional service unto the Supreme Lord. So while Narada, he cursed them, he also gave them a benediction that in a future millennium, in a future age, firstly they will be in the courtyard of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They will be there. And then when the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they will come face to face with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is the benediction that Narada gave Nalakuvera and Manigriva. So now, as this pastime is happening, Lord Krishna, he sees these two trees. So I want to read two verses from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 10th chapter, text 15 is the first one. Sorry, 25. So this is Lord Krishna, Damodar, as he is going around with the mortar tied to him, he is considering. The scripture is revealing Krishna's heart. He's saying, although these two young men are the sons of the very rich Kuvera, and I have nothing to do with them. Okay? I have nothing to do with them. But Devarishi Narada, the saintly Narada, is my very dear and affectionate devotee. And therefore, because he wanted me to come face to face with them, I must do so for their deliverance. So this is the theme of Vaishnavism. Even, all world religions, the way to approach the Supreme Lord is through his representatives, through his saints. One cannot approach the Supreme Lord directly. In fact, the Supreme Lord, he gives himself to the saintly personalities. He gives them the power of attorney. He gives them, you distribute me to anyone you like. I will follow your order, or I will follow your compassion. So Narada, his compassion drew him to Nalakuvera and Manigriva. He could have gone anywhere and anywhere. That's what he does, Narada Muni. He travels, he is free to travel anywhere and everywhere. And specifically, he has the knack of finding, candidates that are really, fit for receiving his mercy, receiving the Lord's mercy. And so Narada, he comes to this, Mandakini river where these two boys are sporting. And he curses them, but then in his curse is a benediction. And so the Supreme Lord, he's saying, although the Supreme Lord, he doesn't hate anyone, nor does he favor anyone. Again, he has no friends or enemies. But then he says, I have nothing to do with them. But then my dear devotee, Narada, he has shown compassion upon them. So I must fulfill the desire of my devotee. So there is always this beautiful competition going on between the devotee and the Lord. The devotee, he wants to serve the Lord, and the Lord, he also wants to serve his devotee. There is this transcendental competition. And it is mentioned that typically the devotee wins. Or Krishna allows the devotee to win, like he was agreed to be bound by Mother Yashoda. Or like in this case, my devotee, Narada, has desired that these two personalities be delivered. I must do it. I have no choice. I am bound by the desire of my devotee. So his compassion follows the Supreme Lord's compassion, follows the compassion of the saints. Yeah. Prabhupada writes, if one seeks the favor of a devotee instead of directly asking favors from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one is very easily successful. Yeah. Yeah. So this is one verse, 10:10:25. So the compassion of the Vaishnava, of the saint, and how the Supreme Lord, he follows the heart of the devotee. There is another beautiful verse, 10:10:41. This is really. So here he's saying, when one is face to face with the sun, when one is face to face with a saint, a sadhu, a devoted, one will. So the scriptures, sadhu sanga, sarva shastra koi, lava matra sadhu sanga, sarva siddhi hoy. Lava matra means a fraction of a second, 1/12 of a second. Even if one associates with a saintly person, 1/12 of a second, all perfection will come. And the scriptures explain, of course, one wants to favorably associate with the devotee. But in this case, Nalakuvair and Manigriva, from their side, they did not favorably associate with Narada. They neglected him. They did not even care for him. But even then, the power of association of saintly persons is so powerful that it will act. Even from my side, even I am not properly disposed. That's the beauty of it. I may be a fool, rascal number one, but somehow or the other, not I may be, I am a fool and rascal number one, but somehow or the other, the Supreme Lord's devotees, if they desire to show compassion upon such a person, then I'm helpless, so to speak. It's going to act one day or the other. So here, so it seems. So anyway, these are technical details, but from the time they were cursed to be trees, practically billions of years passed. That happened in the Satya Yuga, and this happened, not billions but millions of years at least. Millions of years passed. This happened in India. So they stood as trees. But then the Supreme Lord, he delivered them. So sometimes, Prabhupada explains, compassion appears otherwise. So it seems like a curse that they cursed, Narada Muni cursed them to become trees. But they got the greatest favor. They got the favor to see the Lord, Supreme Lord, face to face. Not only just see the Lord face to face, but they got the chance to render devotional service. They were awakened. Prabhupada explains this. Almost winding down here, Prabhupada gives this example that sometimes if when a child is very sick, right, he's very, very sick, and he has to take a medicine. The child is very, very sick and he is fast asleep, but he has to take a medicine to get better. So a father or a mother, they will pinch the child and they will wake up the child and to give him the medicine. So our acharyas explain, the saints, that being cursed to be like trees for millions of years was like a pinch. So Narada Muni, he pinched Nalakuvair Manigriva so they could wake up. So he pinched, and then of course he administered the medicine. He infected them with devotional service unto the Supreme Lord. And so when they appeared from the trees, you can see their prayers. So we will end with this. So they were completely transformed. So the Supreme Lord is speaking to, yeah. This is what the Supreme Lord tells them. The Supreme Lord said, the great saint Narada Muni is very merciful. By his curse, he showed the greatest favor to both of you, who were mad after material opulence and who had thus become blind. Although you fell from the higher planet Svargaloka and became trees, you were most favored by him. And he says, I knew of all these incidents from the very beginning. So the Supreme Lord, he said, actually this Narada has shown you the greatest favor by cursing you to be trees and then in this way getting my favor. And then he tells them, O Nalakuber and Manikriva, now you may both return home since you desire to be always absorbed in my devotional service. This is what it is saying here, right? This verse. Kuviratmajo baddha murtyeva yadvat tvaya mochito bhakti bhajo kritaucha. Were cursed to stand as trees and you gave them the chance to become your devotees. So it was also their desire, and the Supreme Lord, he fulfilled their desire. So this is your desire to be absorbed in my devotional service. Your desire to develop love and affection for me will be fulfilled. And now you will never fall from that platform. So the beautiful thing is, they're rectified. They go back to the same platform that they fell from. They have the same opulence again that caused their downfall. But they are rectified now. That's the power of the association of the Supreme Lord. They've been just standing like trees, one can say. They've not done anything, right? The last millions of years, they were cursed, and they were standing for millions of years like that, and then they're rectified. How does that work? Anyway, you can read Srimad Bhagavatam, how it works. Prabhupada explains that when somebody is very opulent and they are poverty stricken, they actually understand the value of everything. So there are verses after verses. So being cursed as trees, the Supreme Lord, he protected their consciousness. Although the trees, as I was sharing earlier, their consciousness is very dull. But they remembered from what position they fell from. So they remembered their consciousness was preserved. And so they had the chance of becoming rectified and regretting for their misbehavior, gross sinful activities. And so they were, in a way, performing austerity, regret, rectification. And they were desiring again to be reinstated in their devotional service. They were desiring like that, even as trees. And so the Supreme Lord, he knows. But who infected this? This infected, Narada Muni, he infected them with the desire to serve Krishna. And so Krishna is saying, you have this desire, and I'll fulfill your desire. And you may go back to your, same position, but you will all not fall from the platform. Yeah. Then the two demigods, they circumambulated the Supreme Lord, and then they speak beautiful prayers. So anyway, so this is a very, very amazing pastime. So much more can be said, but for me, the essence of this pastime is the compassion of a saintly person. How the saintly personalities, they don't envy anyone. They are freely distributing the message of God to anyone and everyone. Like Srila Prabhupada, I'll end with this one. Tomorrow is his disappearance day. So it's perfectly appropriate. Srila Prabhupada was living in Vrindavan, so he was happily situated. But then he came to the Western world at the ripe old age of 70 to fulfill the order of his spiritual master and the Supreme Lord, to give, love of God to anyone and everyone who wants it. He had no business. He need not have come. On his journey here, now Krishna protected him, and his pastimes continued, thank God, for another 12 years, 11, 12 years. And he distributed this Krishna consciousness far and wide. He did not discriminate who is fit, who is unfit. Anybody who wants it was a fit recipient. So this is the compassion of Vaishnava. And sometimes the compassion appears otherwise. Like in this case, taking away some opulence. That is a distraction in reawakening our relationship with Krishna. So, anyway, I guess we can pray that Krishna can show us his special favor like this. If we have something that we are very, very attached to, and we are not able to give it up, may he take it away from us. So may he bring something that is favorable for our devotional service, and may he take away those things that are not favorable for our devotional service. And when Krishna takes, we cannot protect that. And when Krishna gives, he also gives, he gives so much that we cannot take it. But when he starts to take, it can be painful as well. But anyway, if you have the courage, you can pray like that may he take away those things that are unfavorable to our devotional service. And I only want pure devotional service. So we can learn from Nalakubir and Manigriva to not become proud, of our borrowed plumes. Pride and cruelty, they go hand in hand. So let us stay humble and,
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्या देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंदा श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद गदाधर श्रीवासदि Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare. Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Harinam Sankirtan Yajna ki jai. Thank you.
Yo, hey, Jay, bigger harmonium. No,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Oh Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram. Oh Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare.
They could just step up. Rupam Kundalam Gole Sachitala Gole Brajamanam Dhamarupam Gole Brajamanam Ladhavamanam Param Nishamatyanta Yashoda Biyolo Kaladhavamatyanta Danta Mohur Netra Yumboja Yugmena Shatantam Taram Dojayugmena Shatankanetra Swasakam Patire Kantakam Modara Swasakam Patire Kantakantha Sitagra Driksalila Verananda Kunde Agoshami Majantam Akyapayantam Drikshvalilabhi Ananda Kunde Agoshami Majantam Akyapayantam Adeshitagneshu bhaktairjitatvam Puna prematastam shatavritti vande Adeshitagneshu bhaktairjitatvam vritti vande वा न चन्द्रं रनेहं वारे सदपिहा परं देवा मोक्षं न मोक्षवदिं वा न चन्द्रं रनेहं वारे सदपिहा इदं ते वपुर्नाथा गोपालबालाम् सदा मे मनसा वीरस्तं किं मन्ये इदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबालम् सदा मे मनसा वीरस्तं किं मन्ये इदं ते मुखाम्बोजम् अत्यन्तनीले वृतं कुन्तलैः स्निग्धरक्तस्य गोप्या इदं ते मुखाम्बोजम् अत्यन्तनीले व्रतं कुन्तलैः स्निग्धरक्तस्य गोप्या मुहुस्तुम्बितं बिम्बारक्तादरं मे मनसवीरास्तं फलं दक्षलभे मुहुस्तुम्बितं बिम्बारक्तादरं मे मनसवीरास्तं फलं लक्षलभे दामोदरानन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःख जलधिमग्ना नमो देवा दामोदरानन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःख जलधिमग्ना दृष्टि वृष्यति दिनं बतानो गृहाने क्षमामाज्ञां मे दक्षिदेश कृपादृष्टि विषयते दिनं भतानो गृहाणि क्षमामज्ञां मे दक्षिदशा वेदात्मजौ भक्तमुतैव याद्वा स्वयमुचितौ भक्ति भजौ प्रसौता वेदात्मजौ बद्धमूर्तैव याद्वा स्वयमुचितौ भक्ति भजौ कृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयच्छा मोक्षगामो मे श्रीदामोदरे तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयच्छा मोक्षगाहो मे श्रीदामोदरे नमस्ते स्तुदाम्ने पूरदीप्तिदाम्ने तदीयोदारायत विश्वस्यदाम्ने नमस्ते सुदाम्ने पूरदीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीयोदारायत विश्वस्य दाम्ने नमो राधिकाय त्वदीय प्रियाय नमो राधिकाय त्वदीय प्रियाय नमो राधिकाय त्वदीय प्रियाय नमो राधिकाय त्वदीय प्रियाय नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवाय नमो राधिकाय त्वदीय प्रियाय नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवाय Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha, Damodara Radha, Damodara Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Sri Radhe. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Kishore Kishori, Jaya Kishore Kishori, Kishore Kishori, Jaya Kishore Kishori. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Prabhupada, Raja Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe.